Alright, so I'm all ready for bed, but I had a little bit of a breakthrough in kind of where I want to head with like myself, my brand, my YouTube stuff. And I've kind of stopped doing YouTube because they had a major issue with kids showing up in videos, and so everything that I was posting was getting flagged. I had a couple videos removed for like really weird reasons. And so I took a break. It's been a long time, and as I am starting to try to post again, I'm coming across some obstacles in posting videos with my kids. I keep thinking like, okay, if I am gonna fight to post videos, what is my purpose gonna be? Like, what am I gonna be doing this for? And it brought me back to thinking about why I started posting in the first place, which was like 50% for my kids, to help them to see kind of like what their childhood was like and how I tried to raise them, and 50% for me, for my past self, basically, for how I was as a kid. I don't have almost any childhood memories. I have a couple, like I have one from kindergarten, and I have a couple from like 6th grade, and I have a lot from like 12 and up, but before 12 I don't have many memories. And I don't think that even recalling those memories, if I could remember, would be very good. I don't think that I'm missing out by not having those memories. So I kind of feel like I've been trying to recreate those for myself and to give myself a better childhood. Just as I've been raising my kids and like showing myself that it can be done a different way than what I saw and what I remember. So moving forward, I was thinking, okay, my purpose was to help my kids and to help myself, and since I'm already out of that, I'm already away from the life that I grew up in, and I've created a new life, but to give back kind of to my past self, I kind of want to give back to people who are in a situation like I was, or kids that are in a situation like I was in. And so I was just brainstorming today, like, okay, what do I want? What does my voice look like if I want to share my voice with people in situations like me? And I just made a bunch of lists because I love lists. And one of my lists was, I wrote, I just want to help people like me, like I was. And so then I wrote, what did I need as a kid? And I wrote a list of 5 things that came to mind. The first thing I needed was clothes that fit and that looked good and that I liked. Shoes, same, that fit and that I liked. And basically my appearance in general. I had no clue what to do with my appearance. Like, I didn't know how to do anything. I had a cousin who taught me how to do like basic makeup when I was in junior high, and that was just a gift. Like, that was a huge thing to me, and I still remember that. So that was the first thing, and that's all money based. Also, like, someone to show you how to do it, but you need access to the clothes and the shoes and the personal hygiene and appearance stuff, and then someone to help you navigate that. My number 2 thing was hope. To see that there was something good out there, that there were good, happy families, and that I had a chance for happiness as an adult, as a person, at any point. So my number 2 is hope. Number 3, what I needed as a kid, was knowledge of healthy habits. Knowledge is a huge thing for me. I'd made a different list earlier about things that I love, things that bring me the utmost happiness in life. And a common theme is learning and knowledge. I like to have information. I like to learn things. I like to have that available, because it's so cliche to say knowledge is power, but knowledge opens doors and gives you opportunities. And that's, I don't know, that's just the way you can do anything if you can learn about it. I don't know. If you can have access to knowledge, you can do anything. So included in those healthy habits that I needed as a kid were knowledge of healthy food, of healthy relationships, and just what habits were needed for a healthy life and a lifestyle. And that could be physically, socially, emotionally, intellectually, financially, all those ways. Number 4, I needed love in the form of a family, and I needed friends, and I needed acceptance. So basically relationally, I needed people. And I think when I didn't find those things, I learned to accept and love myself. And I would say I've had really good self-esteem since I went to college and started working on myself and bettering myself. And that self-love and that self-acceptance and that self-confidence has gotten me through everything, because I'm my number one fan. I'm my number one person. Like, I've got my own back. I know I can do anything with my own effort. I know I can get myself through anything. I know I can do anything by myself. And that self-reliance has really propelled me into any area that I've chosen, in any of those areas that I've mentioned. Physically, socially, emotionally, intellectually, financially. I know I can do anything if I try, because I trust myself. I rely on myself. I appreciate myself. I like myself. I value myself. And that leads to my number 5, which is self-confidence. So I search for that love. I search for a family. I search for friends and that acceptance. But then ultimately, I found it in myself. And that was something I didn't know. Like, I had been given a narrative about who I was, and I came to find that that narrative was flawed. And I created my own new narrative, and I became the person that I wanted to be from that knowledge that I gained from those books that I read, and those podcasts and articles and everything. I just studied. And I didn't even really study so much, like, during college, I didn't study so much like my class material. I wish I had a better direction in college, but I had no clue what I was doing. But I did study how to be the kind of person I wanted to be, I guess. And that's the kind of knowledge that I would like to pass on to people who are in a situation like I was, that's less than desirable, is that you can become anything you want to be. You can create your own hope. You can create your own acceptance. You can gain that knowledge from people who have put it out there. Like, people share their knowledge when they truly are successful. They typically want to just give back. Like, it's not something that people typically want to make a big profit out of, I don't think. Like, I don't know. I think the most knowledge can be found for free. Like, that's off the top of my head. I think you can find out pretty much anything for free. So anyway, that knowledge is important. And then I'm trying to figure out what to do with the money stuff, how I can give back to kids in my situation who need clothes and food and stuff like that. But that's what I needed, and I'm trying to figure out how I can give that back to kids in my situation. But ultimately, maybe I don't need to give it to them. Maybe they have their own path and they can find it on their own. I don't know. But that's my desire, is to help people, because I want to show my past self that there are good people in the world. And I have found that along the way. I just want to be one more of those people that my past self could have found, because there are people out there. And now with social media, they're even easier to find than they were 20 years ago. So that's the new direction I'm headed in, and that's just my brainstorm list from right now. So we'll see how it goes.